everyone, this is Ren from Strong Girls Knits, and I'm here finally for a knitting journal. So as my update videos had said, Taffy had passed away and I hadn't wanted to spend really any time up in my room because it had become our space, but I actually had managed to knit quite a bit. Kind of went into a knitting frenzy because, you know, I could do that outside of my room, and I just knitted like crazy. But so onto the knitting I have done, but besides that, I did want to kind of show all the things that are currently on my needles, just an update from myself and then for you guys to see, and then we can kind of go from there. So the first thing, which is always going to be a long project, is my sock blanket, my cozy memory blanket. I love this. It's getting so big. So, and let's, oh sorry, I guess I could hold it up a little longer for you guys to see. But let's see what I'm currently at. I'm almost at a perfect square, and I really want to keep it like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm working on the 10th row across, and it is 10 row, or no, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and it's 10. So it's 10 almost all the way around. I just have to finish this last row, and I honestly can't remember the last thing you guys saw on this, but I am in love with this blanket. My grandfather, actually my grandma and grandpa loved this blanket while I was working on it. Grandpa kept teasing me and said that seems kind of like a ridiculous way to make a blanket. It's gonna take you forever, and I was like, yeah, I know, but it's gonna be really special, which he understood. My great grandmother, who I'm actually named after, Miss Hazel Catherine, she was, I mean, this woman can knit and sew everything, and it seems to be very much in my genetics that I do these things, because my mom's mom was, yeah, grandma, my maternal grandmother was very, she actually was a, what do you call it, a house mother for strippers down in, I believe it was Florida. She made the outfits and everything, and, you know, kind of like a den mother, I guess, is the best way I can compare it. But anyways, they all really liked it, and whenever they had friends stop by to say hi to Mom and I, or just to visit, and I was working on this, they loved it. So yeah, it's so pretty. I love this. And I have a Instagram friend I need to get my scraps together and swap with her, so because I have a big old bag of scraps I need to swap out, because they've already gone through Kristen, and I think Cheryl already has a copy of all of them that I currently have, so local people have already gone through them. But oh, and then here's just 2 little quick washcloths I had made, just using up all the scraps, but nothing special. Family loves those, so it'll go to them. Let's see, now the next 3 are longer. They have been languishing for a bit because I ended up wanting test knitting for something, and then also just kind of taking a break to work on some socks. But this one is the, oh, what is it? Tonks Togs. It's in the unofficial Harry Potter Knits magazine that Interweaves published, which was amazing. I highly suggest you get it. And like, just subscribe to interweaves.com, because they're really great magazines. Every once in a while you get the awesome deal where it's like on sale, the e-version's on sale for $1 or $3, and you really can't beat that, because you have some really nice patterns. And even if you don't, I mean, some of them kind of seem ridiculous, and I don't think I would ever knit them, but I would definitely, they're just fun and pretty to look at. So so this is the Togs. And it's a simple, what is it? It's bulky weight. This is Brava Bulky in colorway I do not know, to be honest with you, from Knit Picks, of course. And let's see, this is bulky. Oh, it's just a simple long sleeve cabled pullover with an asymmetrical neck. So the neck actually drags down. Instead of like a straight down V, it drags off to one of the sides. So I don't know, this flew by really quick. This is pretty much only the first ball. I connected the second ball and haven't worked on it since, but this is destined to be finished for Ireland, hopefully. I'd love to finish it soon. Actually, I have these grand plans of trying to finish up all these sweaters I'm going to show you for November, but other realistic goals hit me as we were going into November. So this is another Interweaves magazine. This was just from their regular monthly magazine. I think they do it monthly. It's the Cobblestone Pullover. I think it's from 2007. Thankfully, Miss Cheryl had this, she collects them, and she had this pattern, thankfully, so I was able to borrow the magazine. But, oh, that really blew it out. I'm so sorry. This is, again, Knit Picks Brava, and it was the one of the dollar skeins from last year, which I did not think James was going to like it, but I bought enough for James, and he actually really likes this color. It's a brown. Oh, it's not... I need better natural lighting, so this is gonna suck. But it actually kind of has like almost this light bit in it, and when I saw it I was like, I don't know, it didn't seem all that attractive, but then went ahead and went with it. And yeah, this is, it's funny because the other one that it was on sale, but it was like maybe 10-20 cents more a skein, green. I got it and he's like, it seems a little too light green, and I'm like, screw you, buddy. Not really, but anyway, so simple pullover. I've finished the body. All I have to do now is cast on the arms, the sleeves, and then they join all together for the yoke, and then go from there. So sleeves really shouldn't be that bad, but yeah, this is nice. I must say, Knit Picks Brava acrylic I really like. Well, I actually saw some comments, reviews on there the other day, today when I was looking at the sale, that they were kind of like, oh, it's not as good as it used to be, and I got all this a year ago, so I don't know how old the comment was. I didn't pay attention, but I really hope the stuff I ordered is just as soft as this. I wouldn't see why not, but yeah, I was actually really mad because I went to go order a second, or Cheryl and I were going to do a second Knit Picks order because they released their dollar yarn today, and I was slow and stupid and waited until a little, let's see, 4:30 Central Time to try and order this, and all the stuff I wanted was gone. So I think there was only actually one color that I was gonna get that was still there, and I'm like, I just can't. So I was so mad because I had 4 sweater quantities for only $27, and I should have just ordered it while I was at work. So anyways, that's okay. I still have plenty of yarn to knit with. And it's not like Knit Picks is expensive on a regular basis, so like not the acrylic. Now, this is the Heliopath vest. It is, again, from the Harry Potter's Unofficial Knits magazine by Interweaves, and it was huge when it came out, and I'm just now getting around to doing it. But this, again, is the first skein. I love this cable, and at some point, you actually, so, like, here's a section of cables, like 3 cables, and then in between it's like 4 stitches, and so one of those stitches ends up getting dropped and creating this. It's so pretty. Look it up, really. It's gorgeous. I love it. But yeah, I just really want to start working on this now because it's so pretty and it's beautiful. So the next thing is my 4th sweater. This is actually for a friend. It's for Miss Jessica. It's going to be her Christmas present, and I test knitted this for the designer Anna Lupton? It's Anna, and then I know her last name starts with an L. She actually has quite a few really nice designs, and I got the body done, which was kind of the main thing, and I knit 1 sleeve, and she went ahead and released it early, which was fine, because I think all the test knitters, there was a couple of us that were done, and some of us were pretty much to this point where we'd worked through everything. We told her our corrections, so. But anyway, so here is, I knit this in Big Twist. You can find it at Joann's. It's actually really nice. I got like their Super Saver or something like that, and it's really light. The fabric itself is really light. It's good quality. I mean, it's not the best, but I wanted to get her something that she wasn't going to worry about shrinking it, having to hand wash it. You know, she could accidentally put it in the dryer and she wasn't going to do any damage to it. So, you know, I just didn't want to do that. And plus it was a test knit and I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I literally spent, well actually Jess was kind enough to buy the yarn, so we used coupons, but on a regular price it was only $3.19 a skein, and I only needed 3 skeins, or well, I'm assuming I only needed 3 skeins. We bought 4 just in case, but 3 skeins of yarn, so this is a less than a $9 sweater because we again use coupons. But let's see, and it's this nice, I'm gonna stand up with it, cable or well, lace work down the front. Really pretty, and it kind of has, it's kind of like a bobble during the center thing, and then here is the, oh, I'm so sorry, here is the edge of it, which I like how, oh my goodness, right here it kind of circles out, and I think that's really pretty. The border, I think she was trying to do some type of cabling where they kind of made a circle, but it just didn't really, in my opinion, didn't really turn out. And I finished it, and I just kind of felt like it was a waste of time because it wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't really think it was that pretty. It just kind of looks like I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, but it was a simple cable, so I don't know how I could screw that up. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, it turned out really well. Technique-wise, nothing was wrong with her pattern. She had a couple typos, but that's, you know, all of us do that. And I actually heard how she does it. It's worked in 4 pieces. The sleeves are knit flat and the front and back are knit separate, and you're supposed to seam everything together. I hate seaming. If you're Kristen, who knows very well, I've had her pretty much seam all of my things since, yeah, just since forever. But, But yeah, so I wanted to seam as little as possible, so I actually, and I told her this and she was fine, so I knit the body in the round, separated it for the sleeves, knit the sleeves in the round. Well, I'm actually on the second sleeve. I finished the first sleeve. Knit them in the round, and then once I got to this part, started knitting back and forth. So I will have to seam the shoulders and seam the sleeves together, but otherwise everything went really well. One thing I do like is this neckline. I didn't have to pick up any stitches. There's kind of a slight odd gap right there, but this, and I've already messed around with it, all I have to do is seam it just right when I go to weave in this tail, and it closes that gap up, no problem. So, but anyways, you don't have to pick up any stitches for the border. How she did it, which it's just purl, so it's knit on the wrong side, purl on the right side, and just creates yeah, a nice border where you don't have to pick up stitches or anything. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm choking a little bit. So there's that, and actually got quite I think almost finished that completely after Daffy had passed away, because I just could not stop knitting. So alright, and then the next thing, I was getting bored with this, had almost finished all of the mini skeins I had for the blanket over there, and so, oh, my own bag is messing up. I zipped the fabric into the zipper. Oh my goodness. Apparently these socks do not want to be seen. Ah, there we go. So this yarn is by Yarntasia. She does have an Etsy store, and I just made, it's just a tube, but I just did a sock, and it's really pretty. This is called her Cotton Candy, and what I did was I knit, and you can't see it because I used kind of a white yarn for it, but I did an afterthought heel, and then I'm right at the toe, and why I haven't finished the toe is because I want to actually use up some of my mini skeins. I have this charcoal gray that I made James a pair of socks, and I want to knit that for the toe and the heel. So, don't know why, but I want to, and that way I will definitely have some left over, because it was only 50 grams left over to put in my blanket and share with people. So, but yeah, I just kind of knit that up fairly quick within a couple days, because like I said, I was kind of bored and didn't want to mess with any of my sweaters at the moment, which I should have just messed with one of my sweaters. But, and then this one that has been languishing forever, I believe these were like July's mystery bag, which I've totally just stopped doing. I haven't even really messed with my Ravelry page anymore. I don't know, I'm not a big form person, and I think I'm just probably going to maybe stop the Ravelry group altogether. Oops, sorry. But anyways, so I picked up these socks and decided to, well, I need to finish them for Christmas. It's for James's mom. But it's also a design that I'm working on. I'm doing a design for the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. If anyone knows me, they know I can pretty much recite that entire movie by heart. So it was actually funny. We were walking by walking in Walmart, and they were playing it pretty much on repeat at Walmart, Hocus Pocus. I'm walking by, the sound is off, and then I just started saying the lines. I wasn't even reading it, and James is like, is that Hocus Pocus? So I'm like, yes, it's Hocus Pocus. So, but anyway, so here's the first sock I have finished. And you can't really see it because this yarn, this is definitely made for a much calmer yarn. But, yeah. So here's, I have a cable, and then this is for Sister Sarah. No, Sister Mary. This represents the twist on her her hair, and then I did kind of, it's supposed to be checkered, like plaid kinda, so to represent her outfit. And I have the other two. I have Sister Sarah's design and Sister Winifred design, but I have to write them all up, and I need a chart program. So if you have any suggestions, shoot me a message or leave a comment, because I really need to write these up because I love them. And my plan is actually to just release the sock pattern where it'll have the numbers and everything, and I'll give my heel, like my favorite heel and favorite toe to do, but then of course there's going to be the option as where you can do the heel and toe to your preference, and you know, you'll have all three of the sisters in one pattern. So I figured that was simple enough because I pretty much used the same, I actually did different heels on each of the sisters for my own personal preference, but just to play around and practice heels. But that way you can actually do this pattern toe up or cuff down, so it's really your preference. I will have it written as a cuff down, but the chart itself is going to be made where you can easily do toe up. So but yeah, so I have to finish this, or do the toe, but I did start, I was just knitting on it. I did start the second one. Again, need to finish it for Christmas. And I actually knit, I kind of forgot what I'd done on this one, how I did the cabling. Pretty much started this second red and had to rip it all back because I hadn't put enough rows in for the cabling. So, oh well. It was easily fixed, and I had it done the next day. So, but yeah, and that's all the knitting. Oh my goodness, that's all the knitting. I felt like I had a dozen more things. Maybe I do, and it's hiding and lurking. There's a bunch of things I have to sew buttons on. I hate sewing buttons, but I'm gonna have to do it because the one sweater I want to wear for myself, and the vest, it's mine because it's too small for James. So yeah, I want to wear that as well, even though it's probably gonna be a little bulky for me. Anyways, I'm not gonna knit on that because of cable, and I'll have to look away from you guys. But so my current plan right now, knitting wise, I have a couple. I will have to buy some like black bulky to knit something up for James's mom's husband, and then I have leftover yarn from the boot cuffs that I made his sister last year that I figure I'm just gonna knit her a little headband, like a ear warmer, no big deal. What is that? So, and then so that's really it sewing. Maybe I can try and finish James's sweater in time, but I know he's not in a rush. He's gonna get it when he gets it. He doesn't mind. He's not big on he doesn't care if he gets things on Christmas or not. So, and also the sweater. So the things I have to get done that are already on the needles are the sweater for Jess for Christmas, which again, she would probably be fine if I was a few days late because I'm not going to see her on Christmas. But for sure the socks I need to get done for his mom on Christmas because she already knows they're coming, and we will see her on Christmas. So what I've been doing with that is the last sleeve for this has been in my purse, and I work on it at work, and then these guys are my work on at home, although it's tempting to work on. Oh, and this is in my bag from the cat lady from the cat, or Andrea from the cat lady podcast. Thank you again. I won it. I think, yeah, I won it, and I love it. So it's my sock bag right now, and the only drawstring bag I own, which is fine. I haven't made myself any because they seem a tad daunting. Like, to me, zippers are so much easier, and like the whole process of having to do that is way easier to me than a drawstring bag, which some people just find that mind-boggling, because I guess drawstring bags are actually probably simpler than zippers, but to me, zippers are just easier. So less stitching with a zipper. But so yeah, so socks are at home, and then the sleeve is at work, and then once I get those done I can work on other stuff. And I haven't really spun much. I did spin a bit, but yeah, I haven't really messed with that. I haven't wanted to really spin because it's colder, so I'm wearing pants, and just it sticks on all my pants and whatnot, so that's also an excuse that I need to mess with my e-spinner, although right now, again, I'm trying to get all the things for the holidays done, and I also have sewing holiday stuff on my list, but that's gonna wait. I mean, I'll talk about that in my sewing journal, so, because some people just aren't interested. You know, you just want to be here for knitting, which is fine, and then if you want to check out the sewing, perfect. Oh, I think that's really it. It has been getting colder, although the past couple days and tomorrow have been warm. I wore a sweater over this in the morning, which this is my sparkle dress, if any of you remember. But I got it for like $5 at Forever 21 this spring when it was still cold, because I guess this was part of their winter collection or something. But yeah, I love it. It's really nice, and it fits me well. But yeah, I wore it this morning with some tights, although they're more like blue pantyhose. They're thinner than I thought they were gonna be. And just a sweater that I didn't knit, I bought it. But I knit it with my biker boots, and it was nice, but then by the time I got off work, it was toasty, or warmer, like in the 70s, closer to 80, and I was like, I could, and I think I did. Yeah, I took my sweater off and drove home, but this weather needs to just get cold already. We need to drop this temperature, because this is definitely still something I would wear when it gets cold, because I can wear it with a sweater underneath, and it kind of actually looks like I'm wearing this really pretty micro mini, but it's actually one complete dress, so, I mean, clearly. And actually, the nice thing about the sweater I wore it with, it's a very loose knit sweater, so you can still see the sequins through it. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully this will get uploaded soon. So, bye everyone, and thanks for coming back, and I apologize for being away, but it seems like everyone definitely understands why I was away, so bye.